It's just a rainy day here in North Carolina. I don't know why that's lagging like that, but hopefully that doesn't come out like that in the video. But, it's raining its ass off here. Today, I just wanted to go over what the actual cost has been for doing the Cxracing turbo to get, the 220, the 200 to 250 horsepower range that they say you're supposed to get out of it, with, injectors and all that good stuff in the tune. Basically, we're going to go over here to the breakdown. I got it right here. Hang on. All right. So, folks, this is how it breaks down. Get that focused. All right. Basically, that's what it all came out to. And the yellow injectors, that's a 95. Good Lord. I hope it ain't going to be laggy like this. But, at any rate, sorry. So, the kit cost me $1,500, $900 for the mega squirt, $95 for the injectors, $95 for the pump, the wideband. God damn, hang on. I'm bouncing this thing all around. There we go. The wideband, you can get that from Summit for $161. The boost gauge, I got that from Harbor Freight for $14. That works good. The dual pod, I got that from Flyin Miata. The GTX PCV valve, I actually got that from Nissan dealer. That power steering return hose, that's the hose that if you watch my videos in the build, in number 4, I show you guys where the hose is like really thin that they give you for the return line. I actually bought like way too much of that, so it really shouldn't have been $17. But since I spent $17, I put it on there. Also, the stainless steel manifold gasket, I got that from Engine Parts Only online. It was a really nice gasket. Because what had happened was, hang on. All right, so basically, I had blown the gasket down there, with the gasket that came with the kit. So I changed that, and I actually did the video and everything of it, and it was a real time video. The only problem is that to get to a lot of them bolts and to take this turbo off and everything inside the car, you've got to deal with the bolts down here, which are just an absolute mother. Yeah, they suck. So between dealing with that and then dealing with all the tight spaces in between the tubes, which is not fun. Now, a couple of things you'll see on mine. I had to add some washers so that way it would push more flush against the surface. Basically, the nut could not get all the way tight. It was only hitting like the little bit of the weld right down here. So by putting on these washers and then kind of like, smashing the absolute shit out of them, I've got more contact space. There's no more leak down here with the stainless steel gasket that I got. Is actually a really nice gasket. I don't know if I got the package around here anymore. I think I just tossed it out here recently. But, for the most part, this cost about $1,000 to $1,500 less than most of the other kits. I think, like Cxracing or something like that makes one that might be close to the cost, and it comes with like your fuel management system and all that stuff. So, from what I understand, and again, I might have the company's name wrong, but they're still using a China turbo. So, I say save the money and, just piece it together yourself because it really wasn't that hard to do. And like I said, I even got, the Mega Squirt with, the coolant temp sensor and all that good stuff, which was included in that $900 price. The only thing I did not include in here was my tuning price, and I did not include the stage 2 clutch. Basically, I already had the stage 2 clutch and stuff like that. I would recommend to anybody who has a Miata, if you haven't already done the stage 2 clutch, you need to do the stage 2 clutch. And, just so you guys can get an idea where I'm coming from on this, I'm usually a guy who likes quality, like really, really good stuff. So now you're asking yourself, well, Ed, why in the hell did you buy Cxracing stuff then? Hang on. And this right here is more or less what happened, or as to why. This engine right here has got the best of everything from Edelbrock. It's Edelbrock gear drive, cylinder heads, balanced and blueprinted block, 383 stroker, 1.6 roller rockers, multi-port fuel injection system from Edelbrock. It's, everything. I bought all matching stuff, cam, all that good jazz. And basically, the electronic parts that came with this kit, because it was the ProFlow 2, it has been nothing but a damn problem. It has been a pain in my ass. And I paid big, big money for this shit. I mean, I spent big money, like $3,000 for this fuel injection system. And long story short, the entire time I've had it, it has not been reliable. This thing is just kind of cut off and done weird stuff ever since I've put it on. And I've gone back, I thought it was me, and I found stuff on the internet where I wasn't the only one having all these problems and issues. It was, kind of a thing going around, and, Edelbrock was claiming stupidity on it. But I've still yet to get this thing to run the way I really want it to. I'm even looking into maybe changing the ECU over to a mega squirt just so I can get it to work right. But that's the whole thing. Like, basically, I spent all the money on the good stuff. I did it right. I thought I might have done it wrong. I've gone back and double checked it freaking like 10 times, 6 ways from Sunday, and it's the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And what it's, like the ECU and, maybe like the fuel pump relay over there gets hot and, quits because they used bad stuff. And like the main issue I had with it was the Hall effect sensor that they give you to put in the distributor. They had you modify your distributor, do some crazy stuff to it, like weld it up, or put in this lockout plate, which in my case, the lockout plate didn't lock it out quite right, and the lockout plate wore. So then it would allow the timing to shift and swivel. On top of that, the Hall effect sensor was not soldered well, and basically the wire would get hot and disconnect, and all of a sudden the truck would just die. And then you'd wait a few seconds, and then the truck would start back up. And you'd have no idea what the hell happened because you didn't touch nothing. So, at any rate, I replaced the entire ignition system with a distributor from Holley, an MSD, believe it or not. That actually made the thing run and be a lot better, but I'm still having issues with the truck just kind of glitching out. You'd be going down the road and all of a sudden it'd be like, boop. So, at any rate, this thing, they're on a ProFlow 4 now. So, just like to give you an idea how long I've been dealing with these problems and whatnot and trying to get this all worked out, so I can drive and, totally rely and love my truck like I really do. It's been a long time. And like I said, at any rate, I'm sorry, I'm rambling now. But that's why this time around, I was like, well, hell, if I'm not going to get good reliability and good, parts, I might as well save some money and, on the flip side. So that's what happened on this, and it seems to have worked out quite well. I'm going to probably do a video tomorrow if I feel like it, because I really don't feel like doing the timing belt on this. I need to do the timing belt and water pump and whatnot because I've had this car for 6 years, and I know the car didn't run for 6 years, so that's like 12 years. And, it's a non-interference motor, so if it breaks the belt, it shouldn't damage the motor, but we don't want to really test that theory. That, and, not that I didn't have a little seepage at the front seal before the turbo, but there's a tiny little bit now. So, I kind of want to get that all squared away before we go autocross racing. And I'll step back and get a good shot at Sally Mae. Yes, I've had this truck a long time. That truck's actually tattooed on my back. I love that thing. You know, I got all the body panels and stuff. You can actually see them sitting right over here. Yeah, there's a bunch of the body panels, front fender, back fender. I got some floor panels and stuff like that. They're around here somewhere. Oh, and that big box back there. Let's see. Yeah, down in there. Oh, and the spider webs. Can't see shit. Anyways, can't see it. Haha. So, we're gonna have another video on that one too. We're gonna have to replace the axle seals, but we got the brake hoses all put on it. Truck's actually got brakes now, so she'll stop. Got a license plate and insured, so that's all looking good. And oh yeah, that Expedition, I bought that. I actually sold it to a buddy of mine. We're not going to disclose any prices or whatnot because I don't want nobody getting butthurt. But at any rate, made me a little money on that one. Didn't have to even do nothing. So that was sweet. Well, at any rate, hope y'all having a good day. You know, take it easy. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Oh. If you stuck around this long, I was actually contemplating if I can actually hit enough subscribers and enough views and whatnot to start making some money. I want to do a turbo kit for somebody. Somebody with a nice 1.6 Miata, somebody that's got something clean, not really beat up and ragged. But if you guys can help me get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours and really fast and make it to where I can start making some money on YouTube, then I will set up your car just like mine. I'll go ahead and pledge it now. If the first $5,000 I can make from YouTube money, I will dedicate all that money. So that leaves even $2,000 extra. So we can do a little something extra to the car in case it needs it. Like maybe if you just got a rolling shell or something, we'll get a JDM 1.6 and trans, and we'll do up the whole thing. Or maybe we can do up some coilover suspension or something else cool. But at any rate, like and subscribe. Tell people, give me some subscribers. Let's make this happen. Peace.